All black, grand national, the fit, hella casual on this cash run. Catch me with the baddest ones, catch me with a chip on my shoulder the size of Babylon. Can't let them folks in your business cause they'll get their tattle on.
What's good, everybody? DJ TMac here for another great hip-hop conversation. Been talking to a lot of Colorado artists recently, but today we in Colorado, but I'm with an artist from North Carolina. He goes by the name of DANTE M's from the East Side.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
And we here in the Lab Studios. What's good, Dante?
What's happening with you, brother T-Mac, man? Happy to be here, man. How about yourself, bro?
Hey, same, man. I've been watching you create over the past couple days a little bit, and it's fun, man. You're putting in some good work out here, and I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, man. It's been a beautiful process so far, bro. I'm definitely excited too, man. Let's get it, bro, for sure.
Beautiful process, and a process you've been in for a long time, it seems like, right?
Absolutely.
So we're going to get into that, but hold up. Let's reel it back a little bit. So as I was doing some research and putting together this conversation, I started thinking, I'm like, I think, I'm almost a product of North Carolina, believe it or not. My father's from Pennsylvania, but went to the Marine Corps and was stationed in North Carolina.
Word.
Went to Camp Lejeune down there. And my mom went to college down there. She's from New York, but she went to Belmont Abbey.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. That's fire. I know some people that went to Belmont Abbey, bro.
And they met down in North Carolina. So I came to the conclusion that I'm sort of a product of North Carolina.
It's a beautiful thing, my brother.
Let's go.
It's
got a little connection
thing.
right
you
there.
You feel me? That's fire, bro. My mom is from New York, too, man. Well, both of my parents.
What part of New York?
Queens, bro. That's where I was born, actually, man.
Queens.
Yeah.
My mom is from Queens, too.
Yeah, Flushing, Queens, bro, to be exact, man. Yeah.
Flushing, okay.
Yes, sir. That's where I was born until about 7, and we moved to Charlotte.
Wow. Okay. So that's really interesting. I didn't know that, and that definitely adds a whole sort of different element and gives me a little bit more insight into your music and style, maybe a little bit.
Absolutely.
Dang, that's really cool. All right. So for people who haven't heard your music, even though I'm sure most of them have, they already saw the conversations with Jahndi and JMAT.
That's crazy.
They heard you, but for the people who haven't, what is your musical style? How would you describe it?
Man, it's different to describe it because, you know what I'm saying, like, I really rarely go from the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to analyzing my music, man. But really, if I had to describe it, I would just say it's like a recorded therapy session. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, each track is a recorded therapy session, you know what I'm saying. I really just give my listeners and anybody that's listening, you know what I'm saying, a real insight on what's going on in my world, you know what I'm saying. And then just real, man. It's just it come from a real place, man, for real.
I have that's the first thing I have noted, putting real life in the music.
Always,
that's
man.
the first thing in my list.
Always.
I also have written, you have a very eloquent way of speaking about certain situations and past endeavors, I would say. Speaking in code.
Absolutely.
Right? One of the tracks off Table for One, your first collaborative album with Jahndi.
Beautiful.
Unorthodox flows, I would say. You switch up your flows a lot. You don't tend to just stay in the same pocket.
Absolutely.
You bounce around. Really dope. Very lyrical. Thought-provoking music, man. It's dope.
Thank you, man. Table for One was a really good experience, man. Like, a great time. And just how that all started, man, it was just, we really didn't have a title for real until probably like, a month before we put it out, you know what I'm saying? And that was just a really good process for the both of us, man. You know what I'm saying? We really put our heart and soul into that project, for real.
Mm-hmm. So since we're on the topic, let's talk about how you sort of linked with Jahndi. I did get his side of the story, but how did you initially even come out to Colorado?
Oh,
because
man.
You met him while you were out here already.
Absolutely, yeah. So man, it all starts with my bro D Vance, man. It's like the height of COVID, man. So it's like August 2020. My bro D Vance was moving out here, so I wasn't really rapping at the time. I was probably like 3 years removed, like didn't go to the studio, nothing for 3 years. That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna help him move, and I'm gonna bring my little equipment that I have at the crib with me, and catch a vibe, get my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing. It was really nothing but God, bro. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm out here, my homie Big Phil, who's a producer out in the Carolinas, and he actually produced on one of my first albums called The Late Show. It's not on streaming right now, but you know what I'm saying, we'll bring it back, you know what I'm saying, but I dropped that 2017. And he was out here, and he was like, yo, we at the studio. He was like, man, put the address in your GPS, see how far you are, you know what I'm saying? So grace of God, I'm 12 minutes away. I hop in the lift. It's the Lab Studios. You know, I walk in here, and it's Big Phil and Foot. Shout out to them, artists in the Carolina. And bro, we really was like, I was just in here cooling. Yeti was at the right here, actually. Yeti was right here, man, in the session. So, you know, I'm talking to all the homies for a little bit, but I just shoot right here, sitting next to Yeti, and I'm asking him a million questions. You feel me? Just a million questions just about what he's doing, how he does it. And eventually he's just like, yo, man, I got a session Thursday, 8 to 12. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, it's yours. I was like, bet, I'll call him, book it. You know what I'm saying? Booked it Thursday, roll around, had the session. I do one take, and Yeti was just like, bro, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm just getting my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? For real. And so we finished the session. He's like, bro, this Sunday I'm having like a collab like session come through. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said 10:30. I was here at 10:22. You feel me? For real. And I walk in, it's Black the Map, Yeti, and Jahndi. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love, you know what I'm saying? First time meeting everybody, for real, for real. Jahndi load up a beat. Turns out to be 99 Outcast on the Yeti Tapes Volume 1. Go check that out, for real. You know what I'm saying? And after we did that, I was just like, yeah, we Jahndi approved. You know what I'm saying? That was my little slogan, like, we Jahndi approved. Like, that was my slogan for a minute. Every time we got on the Jahndi beat, it's like, yo, we Jahndi approved. Like, that's just, you know, it was funny. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Just having that love between collaborate, you know, fellow creatives, man. So from there, you know, I was flying out every month. You feel me? Wow. From that moment, every month. August, September, October, November, December. I was here every month. And from there, we kept it pushing. By the time it's like March, April, I'm out here. I got a session in B. Jahndi and JMAT got a session in A. And they working on Ghetto Missions, which is a classic. Shout out to Dame. Dame was here too. And you know, I just sat in here, just showed love, and J-Matt was in the booth, and he was like, yo, I want you on this. And I was just like, word, I'm like, bet, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck yeah, like, these niggas is raw, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this wasn't my first time meeting J-Matt either. Like, when I met Jahndi, I met J-Matt that same day as well, you know what I'm saying? Just built the rapport, you know what I'm saying? Just really stayed in tune, you know, outside of music, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's like genuine, you know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to these guys about anything in life, you feel me? So yeah, from there we did Ghetto Missions. I dropped a few tapes, you know what I'm saying, an EP, and Jahndi called me one day, and he's like, hey man, you fire, you know what I'm saying? I see what you trying to do. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me, you know, send some joints to you. I'm like, man, hell yeah. Like, man, what? Like, bro,
they're waiting for that message.
I thought you'd never ask. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like, fuck yeah. So, you know, we did a few joints for Good Times Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? We did Out of Body, and we did, what was the other one, man? Out of Body, Chosen. Yeah, you know, two solid joints on Good Times Volume 1. And then I came out here that August, right before it dropped. And we had a session for like 5 hours, and we did like 5 joints. You know what I'm saying? And in those 5 joints was flutes and shit with Black the Map on Table for One. Flew home. You know, he kept sending me packs. We did rose petals, you know what I'm saying, at the crib. And that was like the start, you know what I'm saying, a Table for One. And then just through the music and in conversation, you know, just updating each other about our life at the moment, even just more so through the music, you know what I'm saying, talking about things that he wouldn't know unless I, you know what I'm saying, put it on wax types, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying, like he going through the same things. And we built Table for One, and I actually flew out here in January. We actually did like it's Crunch Time. Crunch Time was January, right before we put it out, and we did the intro. We did Lose You, we did Emerald, and we closed it, you know what I'm saying? And we was just like, this is a fire thing. Like, we had a lot of songs, though. At that point, it was like 20 songs on like me and Jahndi, you know what I'm saying? Even some unreleased that we still ain't put out, which y'all gotta look out for coming soon. Hey. Goddamn, hopefully, goddamn.
Hey, tap in.
But yeah, that was Table for One, man. Just a real experience of growth and purging feelings, man, and really accepting a new layer that you have, you know what I'm saying, and accepting the new responsibilities and just reminiscing on things that might have, you know, acknowledging your triggers. You feel me?
Okay.
And then keeping it moving.
Man, there's a whole lot to that answer there, homie.
Yeah, my bad, man. You know, I like to talk.
Do not say you're bad. I love it, man. You answered like 3 of my questions right there.
Oh, wow. Damn, my fault, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not your fault at all. I'm looking for the information, however we get it. You know what I mean? If you're making it less work for me right now.
Facts. We here, man. Work smart, not hard.
One of my questions was going to be sort of what was it about Jahndi and JMAT that you guys were able to sort of connect so well? I sort of mentioned earlier, and we're going to reel the conversation back, bring the timeline back a little bit. But what was it about them that you were able to like have that connection with? And you said, you know, keeping up outside of music, keeping updated on real life situations, like really checking in with each other.
Oh man, it was just really just you know, it's law of attraction for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like-minded individuals, you feel me? Like, Lonely Boys for real. Like, when I was in them sessions, bro, I was in here last man standing. If it's 11 hours, I'm in this bitch 11 hours with everyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stepping out to smoke. I ain't going to get no food. I'm here, you know what I'm saying? And we just value consistency, and we value the love for it too, you know what I'm saying? And changing the game and changing the world too, you know what I'm saying? Like, those were things we were talking about off rip. You feel me? So you don't necessarily meet somebody and talk that deep about your craft, but it was like that talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Just personal, like on our own accord, like talking to JMAT without Jahndi being there, talking to Jahndi without JMAT being there, like, you know what I'm saying? Real life, like, conversations, man. And I honor those kind of things, bro. Like, real life.
Dope, man. Yeah, real dudes, man. I appreciate you know, them letting me come in and check out what's going on here and you know, getting to be a part of it. It's cool, man.
It's fire, man. It's just, you know, we do it for the love, man. Like, that's really what it is. Like, we love it, man. If we could be in here 24 hours a day, if time permit, you know, like, we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much. You know, I was just saying before the interview, like, man, I text Jahndi every other day with a damn idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, like, that's just how we roll. Like, so once we out here in full effect, like, consistently, it's, you know, it's gonna be an even bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? That we already see and have seen since day one. You know,
Full effect consistently. Are you planning to come out here, move out here, possibly?
That is, you know what I'm saying? That's on the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like, with that deal is closed and sealed. You feel me? So, you know, expect a lot more consistency. You know what I'm saying? A lot more productivity, for real.
Them Lonely Boys, that pack is coming together strong.
It's a beautiful thing, man. And again, it's nothing but God, man. Nothing but God. Shout out to Yeti, man, because he really put the strings together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't run into people that like care about you outside the music. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Yeti for also putting that together, man. Real talk.
Dope, man. Shout out to Yeti.
Absolutely, man.
But now, like I said, let's reel back the conversation a little bit. Peel back, you know, bring the timeline back a little bit.
Talk to me.
So I want to know some of your first music experiences that you remember that may have influenced you to, you know, go in this direction.
Oh man, shout out to my dad and my uncles, man. They had their own little music thing going on called Money Monsters Entertainment, or in incorporation, one of those, but it's Money Monsters essentially. So my earliest memory is being a kid in the studio room, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to fuck around with the mic stand, you know, it's probably on that little thing. It's like it's like a little stick with a ball on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just fucking around with that on the mic stand. Like, that's my earliest memory. And, you know, listening to them CDs, man, and just having CDs. My parents always played music in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're real life music heads outside of rap, you know what I'm saying? So that was my early memories, for real.
So a lot of hip hop music.
Oh yeah, you know, of course, a lot of rap, but you know, a lot of alternative, you know, R&B. You know what I'm saying? Even like, not like pop, but like Phil Collins. I don't know what you would put him in, but like my dad would put me on the Phil Collins and what's his name? He had passed away. He was on the Beatles. John Lennon. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. Like they would play heavy. Shit is crazy.
It's a wide variety.
Yeah, man, it's dope, bro. It's dope.
And it speaks, or I would say you could hear that in the music, man. Definitely not just one sound, one style.
Thank you.
You know, definitely a variety. Especially when I was in here yesterday. What was going on?
Oh yeah, man.
Salute to Jahndi once again. We're gonna say that 20 more times throughout the interview,
Jackson, man.
But yo, some crazy stuff these guys was laying down
just
on
preparation.
Yesterday.
Preparation, man. That's just the product of preparation. Like we set up a goal, you know what I'm saying, and we executed that one by one. Like we've been planning this trip for like a month, you know what I'm saying. That was the whole goal. Like yo, as soon as I touch down and get in that studio, like we doing 4. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what going on, like straight up. And you know, shout out to those guys for you know, motivating me and inspiring me to keep pushing. You know, I'm staying consistent as well, man. For real.
Yeah, it definitely helps to be around or, you know, be in contact with like-minded people and, you know, who are pushing and elevating you, right?
Always, man. I talk to them every day.
What's it like? You know, I was thinking yesterday, you came in here and I'm sure you probably heard most of the stuff that JMAT laid down already. Mm-hmm. But what's that like when you gotta like finish up a verse or, you know, fix some lines and they're sitting here rocking out? And what's that like? Is there any pressure, you know, on your end, or it's just like it's part of the job almost? Like
it's, you know, I would say it's part of the job, but I don't even look at it like that. Like, bro, it's natural, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all natural. Like I don't feel pressure because, again, these are my like actual brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at them like family. So it's like, man, we are a well-oiled machine. We know what we need to do on the track, and they trust me to do what I need to do, and I trust them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. So it's like they don't have to second guess what I'm about to do when I come in here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to second guess what they're gonna do while I'm not here. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing, bro. It's all like, again, organic and natural, man. It's nothing but God, man. That studio door be open for a reason. And he be in here just pacing, pulling the strings. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Let's talk a little bit more about your start in music. When did you start writing music, start recording music? I want you to break down the timeline for me.
This might be kind of a long answer, but you know what I'm saying? So, bro, I started writing music at 9, bro. I was 9 years old. I was living in Idlewild Apartments. Me and my best friend at the time, Roscoe, we was just rapping every day, man. You know what I'm saying? We had the if there's a heaven for a gangster, I think that's Master P. We had the CD. So the CD back then was like the track, the dirty, the edited, acapella, instrumental. Yeah. And we would just run the instrumental every day and just rap. I wrote my first rap and read it to my little brother, and I was like, yo, don't tell mommy and dad about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as my mom came home, that nigga was like, Dante wrote a rap, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I was like, nah, like hell no, you know what I'm saying? But like that was my start. So like every day since that day, I had, you know, my notebooks. I still got them to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit from when I was like 9 and 10, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote every day, middle school. I would write my little poems. I was big on poetry, man. Shout out to one of my teachers, Miss Chancellor. She really pushed me, you know what I'm saying? And I used to write poems to my crushes and shit, you know, my little girlfriend at the time.
Who didn't try, right?
You know,
I'm sure yours were a lot better than mine, though.
Hey, you know, they wasn't all that, but you know, I was becoming something, you know what I'm saying? It was smooth, kept it playing, you know what I'm saying? Okay. You know, it started with that, and then, you know, the summer of me going from 8th grade to 9th grade, which is like in North Carolina, that's middle school, to high school, I started recording with my homie Taz and his big brother Tone, and he kind of like put it in position for me, you know what I'm saying? Like he kind of showed me how to record. At that time I wasn't writing, I was just freestyling, you know what I'm saying? So I just did that the whole summer. Went to his crib every like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like when my mom had to work, you know what I'm saying? And my mom didn't understand that at first, but she knew like what I'm on, like what I was on. She fucked with it. And so like she eventually just got me my own shit. I'd be up recording. I shared a room with my little brother at the time, and he didn't care. My sister didn't care. My mom and dad didn't care. I was just up recording all day, every day. And I put out a mixtape digitally, You know what I'm saying? My first semester in high school, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was straight. My people from I had moved to like a different city, well, different district. You know what I'm saying? From middle school to high school, I moved from the east side to like the outskirts, Indian Trail type of ordeal. So when I went there for high school, you know what I'm saying, I was just pushing my music out there. But that second semester, I pressed up them copies, man. I pressed up them copies. It was called It's Just a Promo Volume 2. My rap name at the time was Spit. I used to go by Young Spitter when I was younger, but respect to Currency, which I was listening to at the time, you know what I'm saying? Out of respect, you know what I'm saying? I changed it to SPIT, which stood for Strength, Perseverance, Intelligence, and Talent.
The acronym, bro. That hip-hop lineage, man.
Real hip-hop shit, you know what I'm saying? Real rap shit, you know what I'm saying? And we pressed up them CDs my second semester in high school. I was like 15. Me and my brother K-Dub, shout out to Keenan, man. We went everywhere. We went to the bank across the street, the gas station, the Harris Teeter, around the whole school, you know what I'm saying? Sold it for $2. It was 22 songs on that motherfucker, just me freestyling on other beats and shit. And it was received very well in my school and kept it pushing throughout all high school, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you recently just posted about that. It was the however many year anniversary of that.
About 12 years.
You releasing that.
12 years, yeah.
If you could go back in time and talk to that kid and tell him where you're at right now in life, in music, what would he say?
Man, he'd be proud as hell, and we talk about this all the time. That's why I keep going, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that individual at that time would kill to be here right now in this seat, you know what I'm saying? Like, so shout out to you for having me here, you know what I'm saying? Like, that individual would kill to be in another city doing a damn thing and representing, you know what I'm saying, and just perfecting the craft, you know what I'm saying? The work is never done, and you know, he would appreciate the consistency, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't change a thing about the path either, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's all we doing, man. We making the young visionaries proud, and once we reach them goals, we set new ones. You feel me?
Keep it going.
Yeah, bro, it's a beautiful thing, bro, but that's a beautiful question. Thank you. That was fire.
Absolutely. Thank you for, you know, doing what you've done so then I can ask the question like that. You know, man. What I mean?
I appreciate
it's
that.
It's interesting, you know, talking to JMAT. He's got a lot of work with Jahndi, but something I brought up right at the beginning, he's the first guy that I talked to without an album yet.
Absolutely.
So, you know, almost I can make my own JMAT album, you know, just picking and choosing little tracks. But with you, it's almost too much work to listen to try to research for. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of work.
The next question is going to be, how many projects do you actually have? You mentioned one that's not on streaming.
Oh, wow.
You got some on SoundCloud. Some are here.
Wow, you went on SoundCloud?
Could you guess how many total projects you have?
Well, let me count real quick. I'll name them too. I think I remember them. Hold on. All right, so I got It's Just a Promo Volume 1 through 3, so that's 3. I got Love and Money, which isn't on streaming or anywhere. I got a CD of it, but that's 4. I got 40 Below, which is 5, which is in my area. That's a classic. 40 Below was a different time. We set that bitch off with that, you know what I'm saying? So after 40 Below, we got School Days, so that's 6. After School Days, I got damn, that's crazy. I got Dead Poet Society with my brother Jaron Johnson, you know what I'm saying? So that's 7. Then I got Season 1 on SoundCloud, that's 8. I got The Late Show, it's not on streaming, that's 9. I got we talking about EPs too and shit.
Projects,
yeah, damn.
Man.
So I got Blue Lavender and Sage, so that's 11. And then I got Every Day in Adversity, so that's 13. And then we got Table for One, No Vacation, and Heaven Hills, so that's 16. Damn, I've never really counted like that.
Numbers getting up there.
Because them first few, I don't really count, you know what I'm saying? I don't really count them because they're just like, those was like my practice runs. Like, those was just me running suicides and jump shot drills and free throw golf. If you play 2K, you know what I'm talking about. That free throw golf. You feel me? But that's what those were, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. When would you say you found your voice?
That's crazy. Cause man, that's a great question again. Cause there's a time where I felt like I didn't have a voice, like a good voice for rap. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, putting out my tapes and shit. Cause I just didn't know how to channel it. You know what I'm saying? I was like Meek Mill yelling and shit. But let me chill. Shout out to Meek Mill. Nah, bro. I think I found my voice probably 2017. So that's around the late show in season 1. I found my voice. And it was, that was just me just being in the studio every day. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy Nixon. Shout out to my brother Nixon. That's a real one. That's my brother for life. We was in the studio every day. We had a schedule. Gym, grocery shop, eat, studio. You feel me? Work, studio. You feel me? Like, that was just getting them shots off, for real. But that's when I found it, 2017.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, quite an evolution, I would imagine. You know, I had to do my research. You know,
That's
I had
crazy.
to check out the SoundCloud and see what it was sounding like.
SoundCloud.
And the voice is obviously the voice, but also content matter and everything like that. Also, right? You talked about just freestyling in the very beginning,
absolutely,
just having to get it out. Right?
That's crazy. Yeah,
whatever it is.
Yeah, I was just I was really I really love Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, my little brother would tell you, man, in middle school, I used to stay up all night and just watch documentaries and videos, clips of him in the studio, just doing it off the dome. Same thing with Jay-Z. I used to stay up and I just channeled that and did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how Tone was recording. The homie I told you about that I met, going from middle school to high school, he was recording freestyle, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I was just like, man, I got to do it. So for years, I didn't write a thing.
Wow.
A thing, bro. For real.
You have a favorite Lil Wayne project or bar that like sticks out right now?
Right now, my favorite project got to be like Dedication 2, Carter 3, Carter 2. Like those would probably be my trinity. You know what I'm saying? My 3. Just different level. You know what I'm saying? Different space. Different intention. You know, all 3 of those, and just, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
One of the first Lil Wayne tracks I remember hearing and that just like stuck with me was Hawaii 5-0.
Wow.
He's got like a line about Peyton Manning in there, and I was just like, whoa. Early exposure.
That's crazy.
I did not grow up with hip-hop music at all, really music being an influence at all. I kind of just discovered it on my own.
That's a deep cut right there. That's not even like a single. That's a cut.
Shout out to my man Eric, my boy.
That's
Eric
a
Nunez.
cut.
Let's go.
I'm a young nigga. I was born in '96, bro. So like my first remembrance of like Lil Wayne was, of course, like the what's that joint, the Juvenile joint that back that ass up. That's my earliest that, and then the block is hot. Like in the same token, like I remember those vividly. Like, and I'm like a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? But those was my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Young. And hearing that bounce early on, right, that like New Orleans bounce, and your boy Jahndi, he's got
different, man.
That type of bounce, man, right?
The fucking GOAT, man.
That's just interesting, just putting like
different
little
GOAT,
connections
man.
together.
It's just like-minded people stick together, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I tell them all the time, bro, I trust your vision. Whatever you need me to do, call to play, but I trust your vision. Whatever you need, whatever you want to do, I'm right there with you. Whatever we need to put up, I'm putting it up with you. You know what I'm saying? I trust everything, you know what I'm saying, with my goddamn life type shit. You feel me? So, he's the man, bro. Them drums is dummy. Melodies is dummy. Loops is dummy. I can go on.
And we're going to right now.
Yeah.
Let's get into a little bit more like album breakdown talk.
Oh, man. Talk to me.
So, I mean, we briefly touched on Table for One, but where did like the concept for the title for that come from?
It came from Tron and Yak. So basically, we basically had all the songs done. We didn't have Lows yet. We didn't have Emerald. We didn't have the intro, and we didn't have Lose You yet. But I was at Corey, aka Free Ivory, which is the videographer for and the creative director throughout that whole process, you know what I'm saying, with me, you know what I'm saying. And I went to his crib and I was playing him the project, and he was like, how do you not have a title yet? I was like, what you mean? He was like, bruh, this got to be Table for One. Bro, at that moment, I texted Jahndi in all caps, bro, I got a title. Table for One, hella exclamation marks. And he's like, hell yeah, bro, like that's fire, like that fits perfect. So probably like 3 weeks later, flew out here, finished it, and that was the thing.
Mm-hmm. So that was released in February 2022. So you first came out here in 2021?
2020.
August 2020.
Yeah.
So you guys were working for a year and a half at that point.
So honestly, it was a lot shorter.
On and off.
So we were, well, yeah, on and off working. Yeah, that's perfect. Yes, absolutely. Like I was on 99 Outcast. I was on Ghetto Missions, Chosen, you know what I'm saying, Outer Body. I'm sure I'm missing one that's on the Yeti tape, maybe. Nah. Well, yeah. So, you know, periodically, you know what I'm saying?
Was there something, maybe a certain song or a session that happened that sparked, hey, this is like the start of the album? Or was it just, you know, building up songs over time and then putting them together, sequencing them, you know, building the project that way?
So it was the session where it was in August of 2021. And we pulled up here, Studio A, and we was in here for like 5 hours, and we did, and that was flutes and shit. You know what I'm saying? We did another song called Indict Me Freestyle and another one called Soul 88. And those were full tracks, you feel me? And flutes and shit was really like a standout. Black the Map was on there, doing the damn
all
thing.
The songs you guys got together, those hooks are in my head, man.
He's the man, bro.
Really
I
dope.
love
Shout
him,
out
man.
Black the Map.
That's another brother. Like again, like-minded people stick together, man. Like he was cut from that cloth too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was the session, but that was like a pre-spark. The real spark was Rose pedals. When I sent him Rose pedals, I recorded that in my garage with the lights off. And I sent it to him, and he was like, bro, I'm so glad you kept the sample as the hook. Like, this is fire. And he was like, I got this on repeat.
Say, hey baby, let's get away, let's go someplace, huh? Where I don't care, where I don't care. Gotta say, hey baby, let's get away, let's go someplace, huh? Where I don't care, where I don't care.
Hey, she say she never loved a nigga from the ghetto, but I promise I still made her feel special. Rose petals at her feet every morning that she wake. Showered her with flowers just to see the smile on her face. That was before all of the lies and all the sudden breaks. All I knew was loving you, convinced there was no other way. Came across a picture that I took of you the other day. We should've put the bullshit to the side for one last runaway. Hey,
Say, hey baby, let's get away, let's go someplace, huh? Where I don't care.
can't even lie through these lines. You all right?
And then I did, I think, 1029, and we was in motion. We was in full on motion, like straight up.
Catching the workflow.
Oh yeah, it was like clockwork.
One of the lines I really like in there, TMacking with this magic.
Oh wow.
I forget what track it's on.
Yeah, that's Charolette.
Yeah. TMacking with this magic.
That's the track that sparked the title. Wow. Full circle. And we here
Hose
with
feel on
TMac.
the wand.
You feel me?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to cut that part out and use that myself or something.
My foes fear I'm the one. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
You feel me? That's just, that whole sequence is crazy.
Mhm.
But yes, you can use whatever you need, brother.
Oh,
but that's
appreciate that.
That's
Let's
some
go.
foreshadowing shit, full circle shit. We here with TMac.
It's magic right now.
You
Let's
feel
go.
me? And we was just creating magic 30 minutes ago in the studio.
It's
You feel me?
non-stop the magic
Clockwork,
here,
man. Clockwork, man.
It's a pleasure to be in here.
Energy's real.
Hey, let's move on to the next project.
Talk to me.
So February 22 was Table for One. August 22, No Vacation.
Yeah, I think it was 25th. I think it was 25th. But
20
real quickly, I just want to point out that was intentional for Table for One. That was 2/22/22. And for my people that know about angel numbers, you know, just do your Googles. That was intentional. You know what I'm saying? I made sure we had the music done well before then so we can hit that date. You feel me? I originally wanted it to be my birthday, but I was like, nah, we got to do 2/22/22. You know what I'm saying? That's why Good Times came out a few weeks before that. Good Times 2. You feel me?
Okay.
We was going crazy.
Good Times too.
We was going crazy, man. Another classic.
Oh, of course, man. I mean, it's so much music. Like, I need to make my own Lonely Boys mix or something,
man.
you know, create
That'd
my
be
own
fire.
album out of it, my own sequence, because there's so much music. It could be done so many different ways.
Absolutely.
One of the things I have written down is, like, I can make a Dante M's, like, straight love album. Like, you got 1 or 2 tracks on each that could just be compiled
Absolutely.
into, like, its own vibe.
Which
you
is
know?
which that actually is on the way.
It's
Eventually,
on the way.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay,
on the
look
way,
out.
though. But yeah, you're right, though. That's real. That's really real. And bro, that'd be fire. Because I never thought of it like that either.
I'm gonna build that for you, and you know, we'll
Yeah, man, let's do it.
give that to the people, give them a new vibe. But let's talk about No Vacation a little bit, man. I've been bumping that a lot recently. Obviously, Heaven Hills, since that came out, prepping for Jahndi, and just catching the vibe of that. Something I spoke with him about is a lot of the music in general is just good vibes, man.
Absolutely.
That's what you guys like to keep around, obviously, what you like to talk about.
Yep.
And No Vacation just adds to that vibe. And I've really been enjoying that recently. Talk about sequencing this and maybe your sequencing process in general.
Yeah, man. Brother Jahndi called me the track lister, you know what I'm saying? But like everything we do, man, is intentional, you know what I'm saying? So like I make hella rough drafts, you know what I'm saying? And at first I was sending it off, and I'm like, nah, hell nah. Let me just get it right so I don't have to stress out everybody else that's in the creative process. But really, it's all about how it feels. Like I love playing the last 30 seconds of a track and then hearing the beginning of something like the next one and making sure it sound right, like it flow perfect, you know what I'm saying? So I spend days on that, you know what I'm saying? Like truly like track list and making sure it sound right, like full on through. But for No Vacation, you know, me and Jahndi was talking about that in front of the garage yesterday, and I was just like, you know, I wanted that to be like, ironically, we was talking about Wayne, but like I want that to be like my dedications, you know what I'm saying? Like those are just like songs that's just maybe be left field, but still getting my shit off, you know what I'm saying? Like there might be kind of different vibes, but that one specifically, No Vacation, was intentional. Like we had a whole goal like for the summer, like, and it needed to be summer music, you know what I'm saying? But still keeping it like authentic and updating the people. Therapy, you feel me? Real life therapy, but keeping it fun.
You like going to therapy, homie.
Yeah. That's what I do on these tracks.
Putting down a lot of work.
That's what I do on these tracks, man. Like that's my therapy, bro. For real.
That's awesome, man. And right from the start, Me and God, right? That's the intro track.
Yeah,
and you
man.
say you're very intentional with stuff. First line, I'm back dropping bombs.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you're letting them know right from the jump what they're about to get and experience.
I'm here. We here.
Yes.
Yeah, we scratch that. We here.
We here.
You feel me?
Another quote here from the same song. How can I stay the same when I always go through change?
Absolutely.
Bars.
It's real life, man.
There's so many of these that we could break down. I had to really cut down
real
to
life,
the ones
bro.
that hit me the hardest, that like once I hear it, I'm like, hold on, we got to bring that back.
Probably in another 10 years I'll do like a breakdown of everything. You know what I'm saying?
In depth.
But not for real, like that's just real life, bro. Like change is inevitable, you know what I'm saying? We always go through something, whether good or bad, you know what I'm saying? So how could you stay the same person? That may be, you know, you may be dealing with your own demons if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? But the goal is to always change for the better, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we on, you know what I'm saying? We not trying to stay stagnant, you know what I'm saying? We not trying to stay in a funk and go down a negative vibe, you feel me? Mm-hmm. We trying to forever change for the better, man. No matter what it is, like we will overcome. Like we are here. We're here for another day. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be 12 a.m. out here in Mountain Time. Mm-hmm. Another day completed. You feel me? Like we gotta appreciate those things, bro. You feel me? So that's real life. Like that bar is hella deep. Yeah, hella deep.
Hell yeah, I love it, man. Soul Ties.
Love it.
Follows that, I think.
Yes, absolutely. Love
the hook
that.
is fire, and we got Unk on this track.
Shout out to Unk, man. If y'all don't know, man, Unk is That's a crazy motherfucker, man. But he keeps it trill, bro.
Yeah,
he really keeps it trill.
I love when we get a little unk. It was kind of confirmed, in the studio session earlier that, Unk is a repetitive character.
Yeah, he's always here
throughout the music, and
he's always here with us, man, trying to kick it with the homies and the lonelies.
Always creating the vibe, and
shout out to Unk, man,
kicking knowledge for sure.
Free game for you niggas.
Take notes. One of my favorite tracks from you, I think, is Uphill Battle.
Wow.
Y'all better watch, ayy. Y'all better watch, ayy. Y'all better watch how y'all speaking on thems. Niggas want my shine cause my light cannot be dim. Plenty niggas want what's mine, my possessions is thin. The way he's singing like her, he cannot be him. Boy, I live my own way, I do not need gems. Everything off the love, I ain't paid for a spin. You gotta feel me, huh? Feel like I've been dead before, so it's hard to kill me. You don't wanna try me, these niggas cannot outskill me. Rapping circles round niggas with another sound, meaning that they sound like somebody know I'm talking about. I'm going through an uphill battle. Can't trust shit, can't even trust my shadow. Can't trust shit, can't even trust my shadow. Can't trust shit, can't even trust my shadow. I'm going through an uphill battle, but I don't give a fuck, all of my business getting handled. Hot yoga daily and meditating with candles. 30 Nick sacks in my bag, Julius Randle.
Thank you.
Bro.
Wow.
Beat number one, check.
Yeah.
That's not a question, we already know that.
Yeah, man.
But the hook on this, y'all better watch me.
Yeah.
Y'all better watch me. Like, I always put myself in the artist's shoes. Like, I always find a way to relate to the music. No matter what they're talking about, I find a way to, like, relate my own situation to that.
Absolutely.
Past, present, future.
Yeah.
So this one's a real interesting one.
I love that
Going
track.
through an uphill battle. Can't trust shit, can't even trust my shadow.
Real talk. Real talk. Those are real moments.
What was there something going on at that time that inspired that track? Was that you thinking on a past situation or circumstance?
Just past circumstances, and still in some shape or form still going through that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the song that helped me get through that. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole like process for that song was real different too, man. Like,
talk about it.
Yeah, man. So that was right after Table for One, man. So we really closing Lonely Night with the Wolves. So I started painting because I just needed some spark, you know what I'm saying? So Jahndi sent me a pack of like 8, you feel me? It was a few other joints on the vacation that was in that pack too. But what I did was I painted to all the beats, you know what I'm saying? I painted like 8 pieces, you know what I'm saying? And it's one, I'll show you a picture, you know what I'm saying, when we finish, but it's one that's uphill battle, you know what I'm saying? I called it Love, Pain, and Change, and it's just a face on a black canvas, you know what I'm saying? And I got working on that one, did uphill battles in one sitting, you know what I'm saying? That whole saying, like that uphill battle, I said it on like a little sonnet I wrote, you know what I'm saying? And I just put it on a track, and man, we tested that different. Like, that was done early. So, like, every little show I had at the moment, you know what I'm saying, before the album even came out, I performed it, you know what I'm saying, just to test it out. And people love that one. You feel me? So that's how I knew, like, all right, this gotta go on the album. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just fire. And I'll perform it with no lyrics, like, just the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, every time I perform. So they hear the instrumentation on the whole track, like just the whole sequencing of it, like just the whole mastermind behind Jahnd's mind on that track, you know what I'm saying? And just my words on it just put it together even tight, you know what I'm saying? Tighter, you know what I'm saying? And that's Uphill Battles, man. It was a different process. Yeah. Loved it.
I love that too. And another quote from that: hot yoga daily and meditating with candles.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely,
like you gotta
man.
You're giving us the balance throughout everything.
Yeah, man, like keeping it real, man. Like my goal really is hitting hot yoga once a week, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like focus, release. You know what I'm saying? Pushing your mind and your body to a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like meditation is key. I meditate every morning before I hit the job or before I hit the gym if I'm off, before I hit the lab. You know what I'm saying? Like that's essential. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, sometimes you got to center yourself. Me, I try to do it every day. You know what I'm saying? I might get too off the handle. I might smoke a little too much kush. You feel me? So might have a damn energy drink the night before. It might throw me off in the current day. So I have to, you know, meditate and push my limits and focus and stay disciplined, bro. You feel me?
I love it, man. I love this kind of talk.
Facts, appreciate it.
Bonds.
Different.
All right, another bar right here.
Different.
I hope you guys better sit down for this one because I was sitting down. It caught me off guard. You know, I'm driving.
That one
really,
was
when I'm
different,
driving is when I catch a lot of this stuff.
Flows was hella different on that.
So, you won't lose your flame if you light other candles.
Mm-hmm. It's real talk.
Come on, what are we doing here?
It's real talk, man. Community is real. You gotta light other candles. You're not gonna lose your flame by doing so. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, enlighten others. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not somebody that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we keep the love flowing, man. That's what we here for, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like sometimes in rap in general, we get too involved in our ego and our passion. You know, we're like, every artist is a passionate writer or, you know what I'm saying, speaker. You know what I'm saying? So we get caught up in that and the bravado of it. It's like you forget, like, man, like it won't hurt you to light somebody up, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a good way, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether they your homie or not, like, if you really fucking with it, show that love, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even if they don't show love back, don't even trip. Show love regardless. That's what we here for, my brother, you know? That's what keeps us going, man. We see another day, that's love. For real. We see something we fuck with, man, show love, man. That's what we on, bro. We ain't on no dummy shit, no hater shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the world needs more people with a perspective like that.
You
for
feel
real.
me? It's different. We all going through shit, man. We all going through shit. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna fuck up your campaign by bigging up another. You know what I'm saying? Put your people on. Show the love.
That's a really dope aspect of the Colorado hip-hop scene that I've noticed since I've been out here.
That's
going
crazy.
to open mics and shows and meeting up with different people. Like, everybody's real happy to introduce you to, you know, the next MC or producer, you know, that's around here putting in good work.
Yeah, man, that's crazy because my perspective is like the music scene out here is lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, back home, you kind of experience that. Like, in Charlotte, man, you better build your own picnic and eat. You know what I'm saying? In which there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it take that and that build character. You know what I'm saying? But like when I came out here, bro, it was all love. Just off of what people are hearing. You know what I'm saying? Before they even meet me. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I fuck with Colorado, nigga. Like, shit, I'm gonna see what it's hitting for. And now we here.
This reminds me of another bar.
Talk to me.
Thought it was pure in the South till I went to CO.
Absolutely. That's that sacrifices, stages of life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stages of life. That's my shit, man.
Yeah, man. That one, man, that was a deep cut for me. You know what I'm saying? We did that early. That was an early cut for stages, but we just knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had the idea in motion. Like, bro, we exchanged ideas every other day. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And that was just the product of that. And that was a deep cut for me. It took me some time to record that, you know?
Released 3 months after No Vacation, Stages of Life.
Absolutely.
August to November.
Absolutely.
So was it just created mostly in that time? This is sort of, I guess, a Jahndi question too, but was it mostly created in that time, or was there, you know,
I would say
longer building process for that?
The nitty gritty of it was in those 3 months. But
that whole crunch time, you sort of brought
crunch
up
time,
earlier,
bro.
right?
That's when it was made, like,
committing
for real,
to the crunch time,
like really Game 7 this shit, like. But like we really, like, he had the whole idea in the summer, you know what I'm saying? Like, as we were doing No Vacation, in the same token, like, Sacrifices is a pack that came from the No Vacation pack. And he was like, oh, nah, I need this for stages. And I'm like, bro, like, again, I trust your vision. You could have whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
I love that dynamic.
Yeah, that was just, you know, we had a few songs on there. We had Frugal. that was gonna be on there, but we just dropped it as a single and kept it a single, you know what I'm saying? But it was other songs that was a product of it. But after No Vacation, just that energy from late August to motherfucking November, like it was just beautiful, man. Like I said, crunch time, bro, game 7. Really on it.
It was beautiful, as you say, and it came through in the music, for real.
Appreciate
Destined. I keep saying one of my favorites.
That's
but
a
like,
beautiful
bro,
cut, bro.
That's a great intro.
Recorded in this room. Recorded in this room. It's a beautiful cut, man. And that was my first time really locking in with Cole Pierce, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, Jahndi lighting other candles. You feel me? And putting real life candles together to make a motherfucking bonfire. You feel me?
So you guys are all in here doing it at the same time.
Absolutely.
That's
right
awesome.
after the Broadmoor, we was in here.
And you and JMac trading bars back and forth on that one.
That's just, man, we do that on the regular. You feel me? Like, that was just one of the ones we was like, bro, that'd be dope if we had our own segments and then go back and forth. Like, hell yeah.
We all destined for something, baby. Yeah.
Hey,
We all destined for something, baby.
hey. Yeah, they say we all destined for something. 2 slabs and an onion. Pops was bagging and selling, I was selling and bugging. We gon' make it, I'm in this bitch like fuck it. Anything's for sale, the only white on me is this Infidel. Pink matter, still a time traveler, mind raveler. Every month I got them squares on the board like a calendar.
Anything you wanna, let's get it crackin', I challenge ya. Man, this shit got wicked since Jimmy Camp in the Acura. Leveled up, I'm down the run in immaculate stamina. Perfect picture, Johnny holding the steadiest camera. Feel like Zeus, I'm out the country, come find me at Agora. Dawg, it's either rapping or somewhere getting these drugs off. They get up on me, I'm certain they call the drug dog. Ran out of options, no option but be a thug dog. These niggas hating, but fuck it, don't need the love. Be jigging out by my lonely, the loneliest in the club.
And I don't be in the club, they won't let me in with a snub. Niggas try to box me in, I catch a body, box them up.
Man, rest in peace, my cousin, he sleeping, that nigga snub. Life's a bitch, but it's kosher, give nothing more than a hug. Digging down to a diamond, and trust me, that shit is dug. All my niggas be stepping, the cement covered in rugs.
Black cement's running the mug, 28 stuffed in my tugs. My tailor fitted me perfect, she blesses me off the love. She said,
We all destined for.
Yeah, man, that one's so good. You guys, I'm gonna put it in the video. I'm not even gonna say go listen to that. We're
Yeah.
gonna clip that one in.
Absolutely. Stages it was a dope process, man. That was an intentional process too, man. Very.
I mean, I could break down almost every song on here. You know, I got notes for everything. Can I Love You? Beautiful track that goes right on to the Dante Love album
man.
that I'm talking about.
Yep, you feel me? And one thing about that, my bad, I don't mean to cut you off.
Don't, bro.
About that one, that was like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me, like, being a fly on the wall, like, hearing, like, Jahndi talk, like, he was just like, yo, I love when tracks got, like, 3 or more verses. So, like, I made sure on that one I had 4 of them hoes, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was a good one, you know what I'm saying? That was made in the nitty-gritty process right after Dear Summerfest, you know what I'm saying? I think Dear Summerfest really, like, drove us to really, like, get active, bro. You feel me? So that was a product of that for sure.
Talk about Dear Summerfest a little bit.
Man.
I think JMAT might have mentioned it, but like,
man, that shit was crazy. Man, Dear Summerfest, it was like, it was up in the air at first, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know if we were gonna be considered, you know what I'm saying? We applied though, like we applied early, like type shit. And one day I seen the story, and our name was on a board. I screenshotted that shit. You feel me? And I sent it to Jahndi. I said, bro, we on there. And this was like, I think they did the cuts June 15th. So we was like, hey, No Vacation, August, like that weekend. You feel me? Like straight up. And then once they officially announced it, oh yeah, it's go time, crunch time. I flew out here for it, you know what I'm saying? The tape was already done. Like, let's get to it. We're going to perform some of it. And yeah, we did the damn thing. It was a beautiful experience, man. Actually got to meet a lot of the people, like I said, that show love before they even met me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of Colorado artists, man. It was all love. It was dope. It was a great weekend, man. Man, FOY killed that thing, bro. It was fire, bro. We killed that thing, man. And you know, it just kind of got us a little taste of what's to come, and we're gonna stay prepared. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for the next. You know?
Hell yeah.
Straight up. That shit was beautiful.
No Vacation. The work keeps going.
Yeah, bro. That's just what we was on, man. We had a good run with Table for One, and we was like, bro, on what was that song? Celebration on a Lonely Night with Wolves. Like that song was made before Table for One came out, and I said that I was like, me and Jahndi back at it again with No Vacation, and from there, like we was in here, and he was like, bro, when I finished my verse, he was like, bro, that got to be the name of the next tape. Like from there, you know what I'm saying? That was just the idea in February. So when it was summer crunch time, I'm like, bro, No Vacation all day. Like, let's get it, bro, all day. So that was, all intentional, bro.
Intention behind everything.
Everything.
I love it, man. Well thought out.
Everything.
And it comes through.
Appreciate that.
There's a lot of artists nowadays that, it's just a very quick turnaround that they try to do. Popcorn rap, there's many different styles.
Microwave.
Time and place for everything. I don't try to knock people, but your stuff, you're talking about the intentionality behind it, the planning, the process, and it comes through, and I can see that in the work. So, that's why we got to bring it to a bigger audience.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that's why we keep working, bro. Like, the audience keeps growing, bro, and we appreciate every single listen. You know what I'm saying? So we here to service them and the people that relate. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's just fly through some more notes from Stages of Life, because we got to talk about Heaven.
Oh,
Hills,
yeah,
man,
absolutely.
right?
Definitely got to talk about stages, because that's vital. Very vital.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay Mala, man.
Did he have that beat completely done, or were you sort of here while he was crafting that?
He actually sent me that, bro.
He sent you
He
that?
sent me that. I recorded that at the crib.
What was your reaction when hearing that?
Same as every time I hear a beat. I that was one of the ones that I think I might have cried when I heard it. You know what I'm saying? But that was just one of the ones where I was like, all right, I know what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, powerful, man. And it was like it coincided with sacrifices in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So that was my approach to it.
A bar from this one. I might have cut you at the circle, but you kept in my prayers.
Absolutely. Sometimes you outgrow situations. People might outgrow your situation. You know what I'm saying? And we might not cooperate and be around each other. We might not be in the same circle. But, man, I'm going to still pray. We got to pray for everybody, bro. Good, bad, or indifferent. You feel me? Like, again, that's why we here. That's why we're here, no matter the religion, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta, ask for protection and guidance for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a crazy world we living in, for real. And we all need it. Good, bad, or indifferent, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Hey, man, play that Stages of Life to get you through the
man.
day.
Thank you, Lord, man. Shout out to Jay Mala, man. Crazy message at the beginning, man.
Oh,
beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, that kicks it off also.
Beautiful.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Beautiful. Followed by Sacrifices.
Yep.
We kind of talked about that one a little bit already.
Absolutely.
Galaxy, another really dope one.
Yeah, man.
You guys got the video for that one also.
Right at the Broadmoor.
What was the process of picking the song, maybe? Would you consider that like a single for the album? And what was the process of picking that song to do a video for?
Man, that one was one of the tracks. I think I did that one at the crib, Galaxy. Yeah, man. Just the energy, man. Life was different, man. My shout out to Fish, man. Fisherman Johnny, man. My bro Harrison, man. He had got into a crash and he survived that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the song starts like that. And Galaxy was just the perfect, the perfect ensemble for it. Just to kick the song off. And when JMAT laid his verse on it, it was just all full circle. So. We had that. We had Ed DeWhite, you know what I'm saying? But that one was more so this one need a visual because it's just the energy of it. You know what I'm saying? The energy just needed, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even count it as a single, but in a sense it still is because the energy is really high on there, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just a grateful energy. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Hey, and so we back again. So we back again, yeah. My brother made it out that crash without a scratch on him. See, got had bigger plans and told the Reaper pass on him. I got cash in my stash and hidden ashes from the past that I still burn with every blunt. Seem like something bad happens every month. I raise the bar every punch. Crown Royal Black, spike the berry punch. Hard to deal with life at times and so I'm drunk. Cheers to the struggle, nigga, cheers to the fun. I got a bag full of skunk that I won't push no more. Cause selling hella fast, but it burns slow-mo. Careful when you spin the block, hit the corners real slow. You can see my life through a lens when I rap, like I got a GoPro. Got an exercise in the throat chakra. She a throat go pulling strings and got her wrapped around my finger like a yo-yo. She posting all my songs on her pages for extra promo. She just wanna see us win, so she gon' tend to us. Jahndi M's dynamic duo working like it's 10 to us. Hey.
Eliminate your misery.
Eliminate your misery.
Yeah, I love that theme throughout the work, man. You know,
Yeah.
makes me reflect and make sure, you know, I'm trying to keep in the positive headspace. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys very much.
Nah, thank you, bro, for real.
You just mentioned N. Dwight. That's the next track.
Yeah, man.
Pass the information.
Yep.
Extend the knowledge.
Extend the knowledge.
I love when you work and when artists in general work with the sample and the
Yeah.
lyric in the sample.
Absolutely.
So how did it come to Ed Dwight? You know, I had to do my research.
That's crazy because nah, go ahead. My bad. Go
I had
ahead.
to do my research, and
Yeah.
we're here to pass the knowledge. What's up?
Man, that was just when I was recording it. That wasn't like my idea. You know what I'm saying? To like extend the knowledge about what I'm about to talk about. I was just one of the few times I flew into DIA. It had the whole Ed Dwight fixture. So I was just like stand there and look at it. So, you know, of course I did my research like months before, you know what I'm saying, even making the song. And I just felt fly as hell that time, like, cause it was just in fly fashion. Like I wasn't even supposed to come out here at the time, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, I'm flying Denver like Ed Dwight, like, you know what I'm saying? Like keeping it gutter, keeping it real, like do your homework, nigga. Like it ain't gonna be simple. Like every bar count, you feel me? So, and he's like, to expand on that, like, man, he's a entrepreneur, man. Like for what he does in the city of Denver, I'm not gonna get too much into it. Like definitely look up what Ed Dwight does in the city of Denver still to this day. You know what I'm saying? So it all comes together like that. You know what I'm saying?
Artist, entrepreneur, first African-American astronaut candidate.
Talk about it.
The list can go on and on,
Yeah.
but we'll let them do the research,
Absolutely.
right?
Do your Googles,
We
my
gave
nigga.
y'all a little nugget. You got something else to go, you know, occupy the rest of your day now.
It's here. Absolutely.
Doing some research on him, you know, it's interesting. You know, he switched careers, obviously involved in a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's something we sort of talked about in this conversation with you, is sort of changing your path. Maybe not necessarily careers and this stuff, but
Absolutely.
evolving and changing and you know,
Embracing your new layers. You know what I'm saying?
embracing the new layers.
You gotta embrace your new layers. Like we shed skin every 7 years as humans. You know what I'm saying? So spiritually, you do that periodically. You know, embrace the new layers, embrace the new responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And embrace the new possibilities. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. Like we got to look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? The game a little different when you look at it from that angle. You feel me? Real different.
All fits in the stages of life, man.
Absolutely beautiful project, and shout out to Jahndi for letting me track list that. I had to sit with that for like three to 5 days type shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I sent the final, I was like, this gotta be it. Like this is jam packed, like quality music. You know what I'm saying? Like from start to finish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dope vibe throughout. Go stream that.
Absolutely.
Go buy that.
Yeah,
Go,
man.
go support any
It's
way
on
you can.
iTunes store, man. Cop that thing.
Cop that thing.
For
That's
real.
certainly what I did with Heaven Hills that came out in February
February 5th.
2023.
My motherfucking birthday. That was the one.
so this one we set up for the birthday.
That's the one we saved for it.
Nice,
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
Where should I start with this one, man?
You can start wherever.
Initial
It's
spark
deep.
for this.
It's deep. Initial spark. Hold on real quick. Let me
Yeah,
get this
yeah,
swig
yeah.
of water real quick.
Yeah, yeah,
Niggas
yeah.
got that cotton mouth, you dig? But nah, real talk. Heaven Hills, it started with a picture. We was at Dear Summerfest. It was probably it was day one. You know what I'm saying? It was nice as hell out there. I ain't never been. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking
And
pictures
that
and
happens
videos,
down
everything.
in like Colorado Springs.
That was Manitou.
Manitou.
Manitou,
That's where
and
it's happening. Okay.
I ain't never been there before. So I'm taking pictures and videos of everything. So we actually standing about to get in. And I look up and I see the church on the hill. So I take 2 close-up pictures of it. And, you know, that was just a picture. You feel me? And I posted it on my story like the day I had came back from Dear Summerfest. And Johnny swiped up on the story and was like, Heaven Hills, that's the name of the next project. And I'm like, bro, yeah. Like what? Like that's fire. So take that idea. That's late August. You know what I'm saying? Whole intention. Oh well, I'm gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? Do your questions first, and I'll get into the whole process of Heaven Hills. You know what I'm saying? The whole intention behind it. But yeah, man, it just started from a picture I took.
And the first bar to kick off the song, to kick off the album, stood on the closest hill to heaven just to feel y'all's presence.
Absolutely.
So did that come out of that same experience almost? You being a Summerfest in that area, or
essentially
it's a poetic, just
essentially, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole Dear Summerfest thing, and just the elevation. I felt close to my angels because again, the 15-year-old that was selling CDs would kill to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like at my age and just with what I want to do in life, a lot of people don't see an opportunity like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was grateful for every moment of it, and I felt like my angels was in the sky, you know what I'm saying, orchestrating the whole thing, pulling the strings, you know what I'm saying? And they allowed me to do the work to get there. And that was the feeling, man, for real.
I love it. This album has a lot of different sounds in general. I did a breakdown with Jahndi of it. It's abstract, it's jazzy,
absolutely,
it's classical, it's futuristic. It's all these different things. How would you describe, building this compared to other ones? Is it a similar process? Hey, the work, no vacation, similar theme, or was this one a little bit different?
It was very different, bro. So first, he challenged me, you know what I'm saying, without it having to be said, you know what I'm saying? Like, he knew I needed a challenge, you know what I'm saying? I knew I needed a challenge. So the packs he sent for that was a challenge. So that was the first project where I wrote 2 to 3 different verses for each song, you know what I'm saying? Like, not settling, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, taking it there, each track, you feel me? And, when you think of Heaven Hills, I wanted it to be like a place. You know what I'm saying? When you hear the whole thing, I want you to feel like you just walked in and walked out of a whole live experience, like a place. You know what I'm saying? Like Heaven Hills is a noun. You feel me? It's a full-on noun. And that was just the whole process, and that was just fresh off of stages. You know what I'm saying? Like, really just trying to figure out the next move, and it was December. It was cold as hell. We was going to do it in 3 weeks. Drop it January 4th. I hit him like December 23rd. I was like, hey, let's push this back. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do the damn thing. Like I said, bro, I'm really writing different verses for each track. And let's push it back. And that we pushed it back a whole nother month. And that gave us all the time in the world to really push the limits, bro. For real. Push the limits. And some of the songs we already had from like sessions prior to post Dear Summerfest, you know what I'm saying? Like Mint T, 96 Impala, Barris on 22nd, that's on stages. Those were recorded in the same session. You know what I'm saying? Fun fact, you feel me? But like 32K was recorded the day before Dear Summerfest. You know what I'm saying? Like those are songs that just like that energy that we needed. You feel me? Like we needed that, all that. So that's where you get Heaven Hills, man. It's very intentional with that too. Very.
It's that's a full album. Like a lot of people releasing projects and they'll call them albums.
Absolutely.
But this almost needs a different category, right? Like these type of masterpieces that get put together.
Thank you. That's
for
crazy.
Real.
Appreciate it.
That's interesting. You talked about him challenging you on this.
It was a real challenge, bro. Real challenge. Like I can't even explain it, bro. Just like I had the beat for Outside for months.
I was gonna ask, what song took you the longest?
Outside. That was one of the last songs we recorded, like fully. Like I didn't have a reference for it or nothing. I got like in my phone right now like 5 versions of Outside. You know what I'm saying? The hook was still the same. Verses were different. You know what I'm saying?
The hook was on the track first?
Nah, I did that the same day. But like with my writing process, that was still the hook in my notes. You know what I'm saying? So when I came here to lay it down, I just got the energy from being in A and just constructed new verses right then and there on the spot, and those were the ones that like stuck to me. You know what I'm saying? So Outside was probably the longest track for real.
And there's a video for that one as well.
Absolutely. Shout out to Free Ivory again. That's brother Corey. You know what I'm saying? Always involved in the creative direction. You know what I'm saying? And always, you know what I'm saying, understanding the mission. You know what I'm saying? And being there for the mission, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was there, and that was right after the sold out show. You dig?
In case they forgot who I was, they follow and trace everything that I does. Ball so hard I could've played for the Hornets. Buzz City and you ain't got no buzz, I know that shit rough. Stayed down and got my business up, ain't no giving up. Put the blade to the white like a nip and tuck. I can fix you up, the Botox I got will leave you wrinkled up, bitch. I keep the iron with the starch, the barter on me if you parts. I keep a gallon in my reach, fake blood for a leech. They ain't needing off of me, run up some bucks for some peace. Then relocate and count up at the beach. I ricochet every shot thrown at me. I seen it coming for a couple of weeks, my nigga. I'm just trying to feast my nigga, so them and I can't compete, my nigga. I'm popping my shit like I'm Dion on all of these peons. God got me, it's for eons. I've been at the crib too long, now I'm back and I'm turning the heat on. The chip on my shoulder big enough for everyone to eat on. The one you could bet the whole fleet on. I'm outside with it, babe. I'm outside with it, baby. I'm outside with it, babe. I'm outside with it, baby. I'm outside with it, babe. I'm outside with it, baby. I'm outside with it, babe. I'm outside with it, baby.
That always feels good, huh?
Man, that was our first time, period, selling anything out. You feel me?
Was that the Heaven Hills experience?
Yeah.
That you're talking about there?
Yeah, and honestly, that's what we got to call that album, an experience.
Experience.
We can't even call it an album. Heaven Hills is an experience. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that physical experience that you had with the people.
Oh, man, it was dope. Because one, I had, everybody that I loved in there, you know what I'm saying? And then it was real live, like, listeners out there, like, great feeling, sold it out. We actually overpacked that bitch.
Fire hazard.
Yeah, I came through in the tux, had the live band. Shout out to
looking good, looking clean.
Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Guardians of the Groove that was with me, man. Like, man, we rehearsed for like 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Jahndi came to a rehearsal too, man, and we was really like cutting. I would go on live on Instagram and just, have that shit on my live, you know what I'm saying, just us rehearsing. But we took that serious, you know what I'm saying? And again, with the music being different and abstract, it was a motherfucking easy task for them to just relate it to the real live instruments. You know what I'm saying? It was so easy for them. And that night was so beautiful. Everybody I loved was in there, man. Sold it out. We was able to do it in full-on fashion, the way I imagined it, the way we planned for it. You know what I'm saying? We really effectively planned for that. You know what I'm saying? Jahndi flew out for them 2 days, man. And again, that was my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I brought in 27 like that. You know what I'm saying? So energy was high, man. Nothing but God, bro. Grateful.
That's dope, man.
Grateful.
It's all intentional.
All intentional, my brother. Absolutely.
Early on in the album is 96 Impala.
Beautiful. I love that.
That's with
Black the Map.
Black the Map, exactly.
My brother. Shout out to Black the Map, bro. Real one.
Mickey D's No Fries Big Macs out.
You heard? Lonely Boys Late Night on the Cash Route.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black. You know what I'm saying? The energy was high, bro. Like, and I had to really release on that track. That's another track where, you know what I'm saying, like, you got to break down, like, real life break down the lyrics on there. Like, I had to release some things on there, and I love the way it turned out, bro. Full on through, bro. Straight
Vibe.
up. I love that track, bro. One of my favorites. Straight up.
Yeah. I love, you talked a lot about sequencing and how you pay attention a lot about, the ending and how it flows into the next one. And
Absolutely.
It's smooth, man, this whole thing.
Yeah, bro. Intentional, bro.
It's
I still
the
got the
vibe.
rough draft on my phone.
Mint Tea to follow that.
Yep. Same
Upbeat,
session.
Jazzy vibe. Okay, so.
Same session.
I mean, we talk about catching the vibe and feeling it.
That actually started the session. You know what I'm saying? Minty. It was a gloomy day. It was me, Jahndi, Corey, Bears. You know what I'm saying? I had a mint tea, large, hot mint tea. And, Jahndi played that sample, and it was like that 70s sample. Like, I can't imitate it, but it was the 70s, like, feel sample that's in the back at the beginning. And I was like, bruh, like, expand on that. So he just had that for a few. I had damn near the whole song written by then. You know what I'm saying? So once he expanded on it, just laid it down right here in A. You know what I'm saying? Right there in that same room. You know what I'm saying? And that kicked off the session. Straight up. Didn't take long at all. Not at all. Probably 45 minutes tops. Straight up.
That's cool when the tracks come together just so quickly like that, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, you get the beat in full, and a lot of the times when I talk with him, he's here working with you or JMAT, and, everybody's giving their little input about, this should go here maybe, let's loop this. I really like the way that sounds, and then has him do this, and then you guys go in there and do your thing, and, you come out with this beautiful thing.
Yeah, man, it's, again, that door be open for a reason, man. God being here pacing. He being here pacing and orchestrating it, We trust each other, too. It's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, trust is a big thing with what you guys are doing and how you're doing it.
Huge trust. Like, when it's just me and Jahndi in here, it's literally same effect. He's over there cooking. He'll be right here where I'm sitting. I'll be right next to him with my notes out on my phone, rapping whatever the fuck I got. And he'll be like, that's hard. Once I get that approval, I expand from that. Straight up. Straight up like that.
Dope, man. I mean, we could talk about all of these. You mentioned a little bit about 32K.
Beautiful too, man. I love that one. I love that one, man.
Shine so hard, she next to me just to sunbathe.
Just a little exaggeration.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
A little exaggeration. We shining over here.
Talk about grinding.
Yup. I grind so hard, she's starting to think I pro skate. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bears and my bro Devin T. You know what I'm saying? They out here doing their thing skating.
Yeah, skating's a big thing out here, and I love the connection between skateboarding and hip hop. Also,
oh yeah, it's fire.
That goes back
fire.
Far.
It's deep, bro.
Yeah,
it's a real culture, man. Real culture. But yeah, 32K was a beautiful track day before Dear Summerfest. You know what I'm saying? So the energy was just high. Period. Just we was ready. We ready, bro.
Followed by one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure if I'm saying this right. Erasmo Adela.
Erasmo Aldeia.
Where's that come from?
Well, that was the name of the beat, Erasmo Aldeia. But I looked it up, and Erasmo means, I think it's like to be loved, I think. And I had that beat already. I was on the plane. I was actually recorded in the Stages of Life batch. You know what I'm saying? In that time period. So I was on the plane on the way over here. And I just wrote it on the plane, you know what I'm saying? Just being up in the sky, that cloud, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that I'm about to pull up to Denver and have a session, you know what I'm saying? So I did Silk Nights in the session, and then I did Erasmo and another one, I forgot the name, I think From Me to You, that same day. And it was just a different vibe, man. That was just thoughts on the plane, you feel me? Like, I'm on a plane, bro, you feel me? I got family members that ain't never been on no plane. You feel me? I never thought I'd be on no plane. I used to be scared of planes. I love the plane. And I'm scared of heights, but I love getting on the plane. You feel me? But it's just a surreal moment, that track. And it's just, that beat is just first thing in the morning,
Beautiful, man.
It switched up the tempo of the whole project. And that was intentional too. Like, it's the interlude, straight up. Like, without having to put interlude on it. Straight up.
Yeah, you're really bringing us into your world with that one.
Yeah, man.
And that's the song with the bar where you're talking about your parents working. You're back at home sweeping carpets.
Sweeping carpets, bro. Real life. Like, I sent Jahndi a screenshot of my mom clowning about that shit on Facebook. Like tagging me in that shit. Because there was a post that said, if you grew up sweeping carpets, you built different. And my mom tagged me in that shit on Facebook, and I sent it to Jahndi. But that's real life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that built character, my nigga. Like, I hated that shit, but it was what I had to do. Like, it ain't about me. We a whole family. We got to do our part. You know what I'm saying? Team player. You know what I'm saying? We all in together. So if we all doing our part, you can't complain about your task. You got it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So again, embracing your new layers, embracing your new responsibilities and possibilities. You know what I'm saying? I went through that, so my little brother ain't have to do it. You feel me? So it's beautiful, man.
Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Nimbus.
Man. Shout out to the Bears, bro.
Featuring Barris. I met Barris today. Shout out to Barris.
Shout out to Bears,
I really
bro.
liked what I heard from him, from his work. You were laying down some stuff, collaborating, and hey, dope stuff all around.
Thank you, bro. Shout out to Bears for just thinking about me to get on his tracks. You know what I'm saying? He's dope, bro. He's very dope, and I'll die on that hill. But yeah, Nimbus was just I had the beat for a little minute, probably like 4 or 5 days. You know what I'm saying? And I had sent it to Barris, and I was like, yo, I think if you start, I come in on the beat after you, and then you get a little sequence after me, and then I close the track. That'll be fire. So I'm gonna send you the rough draft in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? He was down. He sent me his verse. Like, he was already on it that day. 10 minutes later, he shared the note on iCloud. I'm like, bro, this is hard. Like, keep this. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that, I was like, all right. Like, when it was time for me to actually put my stuff together, you know, I had to incorporate Barris into it. You know what I'm saying? In the verses. You know what I'm saying? Barris and Jahndi. Like, that beat was just. It's called Nimbus because it just reminded me of Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just, it reminded me of the Nimbus cloud. So when I laid my parts down and sent it to Barris, it was up from there, man. He did it that same weekend, bro. Like, booked the time immediately with Jahndi. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put it together. Like, you know, Jahndi set up the play. You know what I'm saying? I passed the ball to Barris, and Barris got the touchdown on that hoe. Straight up.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
With the 2-point conversion. One that's getting a lot of plays by the people, it looks like, is Grams.
That's crazy in itself.
Right?
Yeah. That's crazy in itself.
Why you say that?
Hold on one second. My fault, bro. My phone be having alarms because I'm a sleepy ass nigga.
You
feel
good?
me?
Hey, I'm that way too. I'm all about setting the alarms and, you know, have the list, making sure you're you know, where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be.
At all times, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm up. But nah, Grams, that was different because that wasn't one that I would expect to be a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did that in silent in the same night in my garage. And Grams was just the energy of the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, serve you Pepsi Cola with no baking soda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
crazy
just
piano on that one.
Yeah, and it, you know, in a sense, like, I forgot who I played it for, but they was like, man, this sound like a drill beat. And I was like, damn, I see how they feel that way, because in a sense it kind of is. I think that's why people kind of really fuck with it, because it kind of got a up-tempo style to it, you know? So Grams was a beautiful track. I love that one, man. I love that track.
Yeah, man, go bump that. Like, bass is crazy
that
on
Grams,
that one.
Boy, crazy in the
wild,
wood. Crazy in the stew. Crazy.
Gravity Hold is next.
Gravity. Oh, nah, it's that silent. That's silent.
Oh, silent. Okay.
But I just said something about silent again. Recorded that the same night as Graham. So energy of the beat,
vibe. You know, the sequencing.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like, you know, catching the vibe and then building it all together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when it's all recorded in the same session. It's like,
it makes
that's the
perfect
sequence
sense
already. Maybe like
it makes
that's
perfect
how it all
sense.
Came out.
Like, the most sense. And like silent, man. I actually wrote that verse at work. You know what I'm saying? Just doing what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? At all costs. Wrote that at work. Laid it down the same day as Grams. I did Grams that same night. Like, wrote it and shit. And yeah, man, we here with that beautiful sequence and the track lister. Back at it again.
And the album wraps up with More to Love.
Beautiful track, man.
Beautiful track. When I was listening to that the other day, I was thinking this is almost like, or at least one section of it, I'm like, this is like his 21 questions.
Yeah, it's you know, like, one thing that, you know, I'm glad we on Heaven Hills now, but I'm gonna tie this all together. But every last track of every project, you know what I'm saying, is an update on what's life like, you know what I'm saying, in that current moment, you know what I'm saying, like in the session type shit, you know what I'm saying. So that's just another track. I put that last intentionally to let y'all know what I'm on. So when that Love album on the way, don't be surprised, because I told y'all niggas on Heaven Hills, life is different.
He's gonna pick up where he left off.
Life is beautiful. And every project, look at every outro, man. Table for One is 7 of Grace. Then you got No Vacation with Politics. And then Heaven Hills is More to Love. Like, just different updates, you know what I'm saying? Like, really letting y'all into my world. Like, just the whole summary. You feel me?
I love that insight.
Yeah, man. It's intentional.
That's
man.
another mix I'm gonna put together now.
Yeah, man,
like,
you got to, man, because we got a lot of work coming. And then also to speak on Gravity Holds, that's another track of Jahndi just challenging me. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole different version. Like, I'll be doing crazy shit, bro. Like, I'll be slowing the beat down and shit, and he'd be like, nah, bro, Nah, bro, we need the original. It hit harder as the original. So
Like, what are you doing?
The original, the version I had, the beat was slowed down. I had the screw verse on it. He was like, nah, bro, like, I fuck with what you saying, but like, bro, this we got to do the original. So when I came out here, when I did Outside and shit, we did that, and man, classic, man. Just love the verses on that too. It leads into More to Love. That was very intentional too. Very.
Any other things you want to say about the album wrapping up here?
Heaven Hills, again, man, I wanted it to be an actual like place, like a whole like place you can go to, you know what I'm saying? And just that was like a album to update the Angels, you know what I'm saying? Like letting them know what life is like and what it's been like and the things I didn't really get to touch on for real, because you got to spoon feed the people, you know what I'm saying? Can't give them everything. So yeah, updating the Angels, man, and just proving that I'm just here to do the work and follow my purpose, you know? And that was just a true product of that, you know. That didn't take long to record. 3-4 weeks max to record, 2 weeks max to mix, you know what I'm saying? And we gave ourselves the time. That was just a true testament of like the chemistry too, you know what I'm saying? Just trusting the songs that go on there, because we have other songs that, you know what I'm saying, are the leftovers that we didn't put on there, you know what I'm saying? Like true live like construction, like we some wizards, like some mad scientists, like we really putting this thing together, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was Heaven Hills, man. I love that project for real. Appreciate y'all for fucking with it.
Go stream that, go buy
got
that
to, dog.
again.
You got to
get connected.
You
We got all
to.
the links below for everything. Get connected with my man
Absolutely.
Dante.
We here.
And hey, be on the lookout for future work.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got a few things in the oven.
Let's talk about it. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out here putting a lot of work in. What
Yeah,
should the people be on the lookout for?
Man, I'm here for a week, you know. We got the Life is Beautiful. That is the name of the next project. So probably by the time this comes out, you know what I'm saying, we'll have the whole launch of it, you know what I'm saying? So Life is Beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Just I'm getting the whole gist of it still together. So we actually starting the full force session tomorrow.
Hey,
You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
that we're getting this convo in right
Yeah.
before, you know, the session for
Yeah,
this. So, you know,
we got to
get the
do another
little-
one after.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know that.
You feel me? But
you know that.
I definitely, ladies and gentlemen, I got TMac involved, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're going to expand on that tomorrow, man. And yeah, bro, Life is Beautiful. Then we got the tape with me, JMAT, and Jahndi, of course, you know what I'm saying? Q Gene, you know what I'm saying? We got some things in the oven. We actually started that full force yesterday, you know what I'm saying? So before I leave, that'll probably be damn near finished, you feel me? So, and outside of that, you know, I'm just thinking for the future, you know what I'm saying? Like thinking about what's next for when it get cold out, you know what I'm saying? When it's cold outside, what we trying to do, can't get too much because people, you know, like to bite the wave. But you know, me and Bears got some ideas flowing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bears. Shout out to my homie Otto Braz, man. We got a whole project done. It's called the Ochoa Brothers, you know what I'm saying? It's a collab tape, and that's done. Whenever he's ready, you know what I'm saying, to drop that, we gonna drop that too. So we got a lot of music coming out, man, ready to go, man, ready to go. And then we also can't forget the Jahndi tapes, man. They in the cut, man, whether it's Good Times 3 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the next 2 to 3, intentional, especially the all-female tape. Like, all women's tape.
I
All
remember
women's tape. Let me correct myself.
Putting some hints out about that, or putting some feelers out about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just giving y'all bits and pieces. You know, I ain't going to get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? But just all women involved, you know, giving power and love to the women of this thing that we do, you know what I'm saying? Because they really make this thing, you know, go round. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of dope creatives out here that get it done. And Jahnd's Phil Jackson, so it's gonna be beautiful, man.
About to win the
beautiful.
ship.
Yeah, and you know, hopefully I get to track list that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the R&B cuts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we here to it's gonna be a lot of work because we're just here to help one another win and get as much work done as possible. Consistency. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Consistency.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's definitely a theme throughout, man.
Yeah.
This conversation and your release rate, like all that.
Yeah, man.
The bars, everything. Consistency.
Absolutely, man. We trying to get better and just be better as humans first, and then it reflects in the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about you got to be right within before you do any of this. You know what I'm saying? And it shows in the music. You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't right within, it showed in my music. You feel me? I'm right within just a little bit, not all the way, but on the quest to be on the way. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it shows, man. It shows, and everybody that I work with, man, it's like that, man. Jahndi Phil Jackson, I'll say it again. Draw the play, man. I'm setting it, hey, whatever.
That song Phil Jackson though that you guys recorded
It's
yesterday.
crazy. It's crazy,
Me and
man.
JMAT were just talking about that beat. Like,
Dude, it's a fucking I can't, I'm not even gonna say nothing. But that beat
There's
is fucking
nothing to
crazy.
say.
I'm not gonna
There
say
is
nothing.
to say.
I'm gonna let the people figure it out.
Jeez.
And then when it's time for us to do an interview
Be on
about
the
it, we'll
lookout.
release it. But
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
that is just different. We outside the box, man.
outside with it.
We trying to do we outside with it. You dig? For real.
So Dante, I love to ask artists this: what is your goal as an independent artist? Because the goal line has changed almost from what artists in the music industry was doing 5, 10, 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So what are your goals as an artist, as far as maybe people you want to work with, numbers, like any type of goal at all?
Really just keeping what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, whatever play is drawn, we trying to push through with that musically. You know what I'm saying? God damn, that's crazy. We trying to push that through musically. You know what I'm saying? And keep it going. And outside of that, major push now is merchandising. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're about to get on that wave, you know what I'm saying, and have the music ready to merchandise, you know what I'm saying, and really just make it a real live business, you know what I'm saying, and doing it about the love, man. Like, the numbers are a non-factor, you know what I'm saying. Like, of course we want to grow our audience, but like, man, it's for the love of it, you know what I'm saying. Like, again, if we could have this for 24 hours every day, it'd be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about the numbers we might get. It's not about the money that might come with it. Like, we trying to make the best music possible. You know what I'm saying? We trying to, I talk about this sometimes, but like, man, we here to leave this for, the people with our last names 100 years from now. See what we was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a full live foundation. Evidence, you know what I'm saying? Like, 100 years ago, someone with Jahndi last name and his family gonna hear his whole musical mind, his whole world. You know what I'm saying? Someone with my last name gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? And say, like, the words he was talking about, like, I understand where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about, bro. Straight up, like, 100 years from now, like, this is real music. You feel me? Like, we have to lay down the foundation early because it wasn't laid down for us, you know? So that's what we on, bro. Didn't mean to get all deep, but I'm chill. But yeah.
No.
You feel me?
I take it all in. You know what I'm saying?
Real life,
Conversations
man.
with TMac, we're here for these type of answers. We're here for this type of conversation.
Real life, my brother. Real life.
So finishing up here, a big part of conversations with TMac is music. Another big part is food.
All right, talk to me.
Right?
Talk to me. Fried chicken all day, nigga.
Hey, you're from Charolette, North Carolina.
Yes.
What are the go-to food spots, man? Where do I need to hit when I'm down there?
Shit, man. Well, when you come to the city, man, we fucking with the Flying Biscuit for breakfast. If you know what I'm saying, that's a nice little spot. I took Jahndi, he was fucking with it heavy. But food in general, we gotta go to Mr. Charles. You know what I'm saying? We got to go to my Mexican food spot in motherfucking Monroe. I forget the name, but I've been going there since there was a food truck. They got a storefront now. When I get the name, he gonna put it in here on the video.
You let me know.
But y'all fuck with it, man. It's legit. Outside of that, Nappy Chef, I fuck with the Nappy Chef, man. I fuck with the goddamn Cuzzo's Cuisine. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. I'm also I fuck with fish and shit, you know what I'm saying? So there's a Mayfair out in Monroe I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Just low-key spots, man. You gotta also fuck with Mama Ricotta's Italian. But I was in there with the red wine faded, boy.
Hey.
Full bottle gone. Twisted. Italian.
I've been stepping up my wine game a little bit, man. I like it.
Hey, wine is hey, I drink on occasions, you know what I'm saying? And when I do, it's either wine or champagne. And red wine specifically is insane, beautiful, dope experience within that, love it.
We're going to have to get you some of my man Vittorio's wine. He's a local hip-hop artist out here, and he's actually got his own wine. So, yeah, we're going to have to get you guys
I'll support
connected on
local,
that for
man.
sure.
He got his own wine. I'll definitely support that. So, yeah, set that up, and, I'm fucking with it.
Hell yeah, we'll all chill, have some pizza over a bottle of wine.
Yeah, man, I'm with all that because I love pizza. New York style all day.
Speaking of pizza, new question that I've been incorporating into my conversations is, what is on the ultimate Dante pizza, the Dante M's special? What's on it?
I keeps it basic. I keeps it simple. So on a great day, just give me that New York style cheese, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm getting all fancy with it, just throw that chicken on there. But it gotta be premium chicken, not the bullshit chicken that like some chain pizza restaurants put on their pizza. Premium chicken. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And
seasoned nice, cooked fresh daily.
Yeah, man. Just New York style, of course. You know what I'm saying? I gotta fold my pizza. But yeah, just keep it that way, real gutter. Real gangster like.
Well, hey, we're gonna have to go get some of that tomorrow.
We in that bitch.
And hey, it's gonna be a good time.
We in that bitch for sure, bro. You already know I'm in there.
Going for it.
Oh boy, they got that seasoned chicken on that hoe too. Yes, sir. All right, man. I don't even know what to choose. Which one to choose first? Hey, man. Here's right here, the fire, man. So whoever in that kitchen in the blue pan, man. Shout out to them, man. Whoever on the goddamn building, goddamn the property. Shout out to them, goddamn, because this shit is fire. Premium chicken on the pizza, you dig? You know what I'm saying? We here. Ain't nobody said a word in the last 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Shit. We here, man. Shout out to Blue Pan, shout out to TMac. And we in this bitch, man.
Dante, hey, that about concludes the conversation. Hey. Anything else you want to leave the people with?
Man, first and foremost, Heaven Hills is still streaming crazy right now. Go check that out. Of course, it'll be in the video and in the comments. You dig? Shout out to Brother Jahndi for really challenging my pen on there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that was involved creatively as far as creative direction. You know what I'm saying? I had a few people. It's always the same people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Free Ivory. Shout out to my homegirl Asia that takes the pictures. My boy Cam the shooter. You know what I'm saying? Trav. Can't say too much about Trav. That's the best kept secret. But shout out to Trav. You know what I'm saying? Always getting us right, man. You know what I'm saying? And Free Ivory, of course, if I ain't saying that already. Free Ivory. My boy Cabby, behind the scenes Cabby, as I said on Mint and Tea. My boy Cabby, you know what I'm saying? Just the same people, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it. Hannah Beasley, can't forget Hannah. Oh man, Hannah a beast. Hannah a beast, and she always front and center whenever I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just empowering your people, man. Gotta empower your people, man, and that's what we on. So yeah, shout out to everybody on that. Life is Beautiful is on the way. Y'all have a release date by the time this is out, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? And Kujin is on the way. The next Jahndi tapes are on the way because we got to work on that diligently. You know what I'm saying? We take those really serious around here. Like those ain't no throwaways type. You know what I'm saying? For those wondering and hating, you feel me?
Not a throwaway in the
Not
catalog
the throwaway,
between all everybody here. Like what?
Crazy thing about the throwaways though, they crazy in itself. You know what I'm saying? That didn't
make it still could be their own thing.
So yeah, man. But everything intentional, y'all. And if y'all ever follow me on the gram, it's either MGM Dante or Dante MGM. I be forgetting, I be sure. But man, I be giving out free game, man. Like. Green juice, get your green up, not your mean up. Citrus up, not your bitchness up. You know what I'm saying? And, follow your purpose. That's just the chapter we on. Follow your purpose. Life is beautiful. That is the start of every fucking message. Because that's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much all I got to say to the people. Shout out to Jahndi. Shout out to JMAT. Shout out to FOY, man. Shout out Black the Map. Devin T. DJ Yeti, you know what I'm saying? The list goes, bro, the list is crazy, man. Shout out to Pray for 7, you know what I'm saying? My brothers back home, man, Sincere, Savon, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sirius B.
Sirius B, he's on the channel too.
Yeah, bro, I met Sirius B through Jahndi, ironically, you know what I'm saying? Wow. And when I finally met Sirius B, we had a few cuts already. I was on his album, you know what I'm saying? And it was just all love, you know what I'm saying? Again, like-minded people just gravitate, you know what I'm saying? And he was everything I thought he was and more, you know what I'm saying? So he's a real person, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Sirius B, you know what I'm saying? Just it's a lot of good things brewing in Charlotte, man. So yeah, shout out to the city, man, and shout out to Colorado Springs, and shout out to Denver, Colorado in general, the Box State. Hey, shout out to O Finesse also that you had on here.
My God,
real legend. Real legend. Shout out to Kitchen, Rock the Royal, real legends also. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, man. And it's just a beautiful thing out here, man. And I'm just happy that I can be here and be a part and be considered, you know what I'm saying, for things like this, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, bro, for sure.
I don't mean to speak for Colorado, but we're happy to have you, man.
Thank you, brother.
That's
Thank
what I got
bro.
to say.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man.
Dante, appreciate this conversation very much. Appreciate the insight.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to run it back and take my own notes and, you know,
absolutely
produce something else for the people.
Yeah.
But, hey, I really appreciate this. It was great.
Thank you for having me, bro. This was beautiful, man. I appreciate it again, bro.
Hey, we're going to do it again soon.
Yes, sir. You already know. Cool Gene on the way. Life is beautiful on the way. You dig?
Hey, stood on the closest hill to heaven just to feel y'all presence. I'm trying to learn just how to live this life without regretting. Guide me on this path, my instincts is quite impressive. Do the work off on my flex and hard to keep up. I put that on my adolescence, that nigga knew he'd be up. And that green Yoda poster with Devin, how you knew he read.